Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. And today it's the Chris Reeve Sebenza 31 with a Boomerang Damascus. It's a large Sebenza 31 with the Boomerang Damascus. As many of you already know, Chris Reeve discontinued the Sebenza 21 line and replaced it with Sebenza 31s. The 31s have been in the marketplace, but just a little bit. They've been trickling in. And I'm a major Chris Reeve knife guy, and I've been waiting for the 31s. And finally, I was lucky enough to get 6 of them, not at the same time, with the inlays and new inlays and that sort of thing. And I was so happy to get this. Now I have a large Sebenza 31 with micarta inlays, but I was so happy to get this one. One of my favorite Chris Reeve knives is a plain Jane knife. I'll show it to you later on during this video. I have a large and a small Sebenza 21 with ladder Damascus. And I just love the fact that it's plain Jane with that wonderful blade. And I've never owned a Boomerang Damascus blade from Chris Reeve. So again, new on a 31, plain Jane with Damascus, and a new Damascus blade. Boomerang Damascus. So let's talk about the 21 and the differences. I've done a couple of my other Sebenza 31s. I keep saying 21s. I've done a couple of the other new Sebenza 31s and talked about the differences. But you know, some people say, you say the same things over and over again. Believe it or not, the majority of the people who are watching this video right now haven't watched another video before. So I'm so happy for you guys who watch a bunch of my videos. Thank you very much. I hope you keep watching. But I do repeat stuff for the new people. So let's talk about it. This is the new Sebenza 31. This is the Sebenza 21, large Sebenza 21. This has the ladder Damascus. This has Boomerang Damascus. Now let's talk about the differences. The first difference you can see right off the bat, there's no hole on the show side. This was a hole for the manufacturing and machining of the knife. They removed that. You see that there? They removed that. That allows, when you see the inlays, now they have a big, thick one inlay on the show side instead of 2 smaller ones. The 2 smaller ones were there to bypass the hole. All right? So whenever someone talks about a 21 or a 31, and they hand you something, they say, this is a Sebenza 31, look for the hole or the lack of hole. The other difference is the same difference they made with the Nkosi when they upgraded the Sebenza 25 to the Nkosi. And that is, they moved the clip off of the lock bar. You see that? Off of the lock. You see that right there? Big change. All right? They did that with the Nkosi. I have to admit to you, I've owned over 80 Sebenzas since I've been collecting. That has never been a problem for me. But I'm sure over the years they heard that was a problem. So they moved it off on the Nkosi, and they moved it off on the 21. The other difference is something that one of you told me about, and then I looked it up, and you are absolutely correct. So thank you for that. There's a ceramic ball lock bar in the new 31 that was not there in the 21. By the way, let me just say this. I have some of the best viewers ever. Thank you guys. You are so kind. Every now and then You know, I don't know. People are going through something in their day. But for the most part, you guys are so great. And please feel free. I am not the doctor of knives. I just own a lot of them because I like knives. Okay? So a lot of times I make mistakes. I am very happy for you guys to correct them. Just do it respectfully. Anyone who has corrected a mistake of mine, I'll go thank you. Someone who includes information. If you have more information, include it for the community to see. I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. The third difference is the ceramic ball lock bar inside. Isn't there something just really nice about a plain Jane Chris Reeve knife with the Damascus blade? I love it. That's why I've kept the large and small 21. It's two knives that I've had early with the latter Damascus and just never trimmed it. I've trimmed so many Damascus blade knives, but I kept that one, those two. So, of course, when you're talking about a Chris Reeve knife, especially the Sebenzas, this is a large Sebenza with a 3.6-inch blade, hollow ground, drop point blade, 8.3 inches total, and it weighs 4.7 ounces. The tolerances. I read somewhere where they said that the 31 also improves on the tolerances from the 21. I have to admit, I don't know how you can improve on those tolerances, but this is so smooth. It's so buttery as a new knife. And sometimes when you have a Damascus blade, I don't know if you guys find this, I find it a lot. A Damascus blade, a coated blade, even one with DLC, it does add just a little bit to the width of the blade, a little bit to the blade. And sometimes it's not as smooth as a satin blade. This thing is so smooth. So maybe they improved on something I thought you could never improve on, and that's the Chris Reeve tolerances. I'm a big 31 fan now. I'm 60 years old. Actually, I'm going to be 61 this month. I got to stop saying 60, right? 61 this month. And I have to stop resisting change. I really like the 31. Of course, the other thing about Chris Reeve, it comes with the lanyard. All Chris Reeve knives come with oil, a tool, cloth, and now just some of them come with leather sheaths. Not all of them, not the larger ones. Of course, this is a right hand Chris Reeve knife. The clip is right hand tip up. Chris Reeve does not offer a 4-way clip, does not offer a 2-way clip. What they offer are right hand knives and left hand knives. So if you're a lefty and you want a Chris Reeve knife, there exists somewhere. Back in the day, it was like 5 years ago when I started collecting. You didn't see a lot of left-handed Chris Reeve knives. Now, go to Blade HQ. There's more left-handed Chris Reeve knives available than right-hand Chris Reeve knives. So if you're a lefty, it's easier to find knives now. But what Chris Reeve does is you have to buy an all left-handed or an all right-handed knife, and they are all tip-up carry. But man, there's something about a Chris Reeve knife that is just so special. The knife of the day, brand new Chris Reeve large Sebenza 31, no hole, clip, moved, and a ceramic lock bar with Boomerang Damascus. And here's my other plain Jane. This one with ladder Damascus. And I had to get a small version too. A small Sebenza 21 with the same. I have a lot of classy Chris Reeve knives. I think these knives really speak to what a lot of us imagine a Chris Reeve knife to be. Well built, built like a tank, but looks just wonderful. Thank you. More videos coming. I'm waiting for Spyderco to send an email telling me what the next batch of Spydercos are. We're still waiting for more Spydercos. I hope all of you are well, staying healthy, staying safe. You guys take care. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.